Cleveland Police. How can I help you?
I got a phone call from my ex-boyfriend that he just killed his whole family. I know he's walking right now because when he FaceTimed me, he was walking.
You know where he's walking towards?
No. But he did tell me that he has a gun and he still has 2 bullets in it.
This chilling 911 call was shocking on its own, but it also served as a confirmation of several claims made just moments earlier by a man named Martin Muniz to the Cleveland Police on January 13th, 2023.
I'm serious, I'm not crazy. And you could go to the address and verify. The address is 3719 Mac Court. But I want you to handcuff me first.
What began as a bizarre encounter to the police quickly unraveled into a chilling confession, one that revealed a series of victims, exposing not just a murderer, but a monster who took twisted pride in killing his own family. On the evening of January 13th, 2023, an ordinary-looking night in Ohio turned into a chilling scene of tragedy. 42-year-old Martin Muniz took the lives of 4 family members in a shocking display of brutality. Martin Muniz fatally shot 16-year-old Jaden Bays, his mother, Angelique Gonzalez, her father, Miguel Gonzalez, and Angelique's husband, Anthony Booth. Angelique's 8-year-old daughter survived the attack and was hospitalized. After the murders, Martin calmly flagged down a police car at 7:46 p.m. and confessed, showing no remorse for the horrific crime. Once law enforcement officials saw the crime scene, there was not a shred of doubt that every word Martin claimed were true, and they were left with no choice other than finding the entire truth behind this senseless and gruesome crime. Martin was swiftly taken into custody, leading to an interrogation that stunned seasoned detectives and uncovered his dark past and a disturbing family dynamic.
Well, I tried to kill my sister's whole family, but 2 of them got lucky and lived.
2 of them got lucky and lived.
The other 3 didn't. He raised me.
Angel, you said?
Yeah. He raised me. He used to beat out of me, have me kneeling down on heater vents and digging holes, and he bought a snakeskin belt. I used to have to do push-ups, so he smacked me in the back of the head. He used to take toolboxes and slap me with it, throw bricks at me. So recently, I went into the room. I was looking for my niece, and I'm calling her name. I don't hear her, so I went into his room, and he's laying down. So he's in there. He got his hand in his pants. My niece pops her head from under the blanket. So I'm like, what are you doing? So I was playing with Daddy's phone.
From the start, Martin readily confessed. His carefree demeanor and words during the interrogation showed no sign of remorse or emotion about what he did.
No, I came upstairs to eat, and I asked my sister's dad, no, I'm lying. I asked Jaden, her son, I said, yo, where is the rest of the food at? He said, no, it's gone. I'm like, what you mean it's gone? I didn't even eat yet. So he was like, well, I don't know what to tell you. So I said, okay, well, where's my sister at? So I asked my sister, I said, where's the food at? She said, I don't know. Why are you asking me? I said, okay. I said, yo, I didn't eat. We're gonna have a problem. Nobody said nothing. So, they had to go.
People who spend years in prison often face stigma and rejection, and Martin was no exception. Instead of support, his family pushed him away, treating him harshly because of his criminal history. Martin could have chosen to start a new life elsewhere, but instead, he took the most violent path, murdering his entire family and convincing himself it was justified because of the way they had treated him. But what he does next is quite bizarre, and very few detectives in their lifetime had experienced something similar.
All the way over to Clark Avenue, is that where you flagged on the police?
Yeah, I guess. I just want to see any cop, man, just so I could go back home. I don't belong on the streets. I don't. You got other people who belong on the streets. I don't. They should have never let me home.
So when you left the house from walking, did you like throw it in the garbage can, a house, or just on the street?
I don't know. My mind was just focused on, I need to go home. I didn't care about where the gun was at. I didn't care about if they was looking for me, nothing. I just wanted to come back home.
Where's home?
The box. want nothing else. So I'm guilty of it. You can write it down. I don't really care.
Can you at least describe the gun? What kind of gun was it?
I don't know, man. It used to kill people, dude. I didn't look at the details of the gun.
Where'd you get it?
That I don't know.
Was it just at the house?
I don't know.
Are you hungry? Do you want something?
No. I want to remember.
That's what I'm saying, is if you're hungry, you need something to help you, you know?
Mr. Nunez, are you on any medications at the current moment?
No. I'm normal, I guess.
It was tragically ironic to watch Martin call himself normal. He was someone who saw himself unfit for society and considered prison his true home. It's fascinating how he's eager to skip the formalities and just return to prison. But the real mystery was why he preferred prison over a normal life. Did killing those 4 people serve as his ticket back to the place he called home? Detectives were determined to get more clarity out of him, and it was a matter of time before he started revealing the disturbing details of the crime.
So, do you recall who all was in the house?
Well, I know I walked into my sister's room and I
Mhm.
shot Tone first.
You say Tone?
Yeah. Anthony.
Is that the 16-year-old?
No, that's the black dude. I shot him first.
The boyfriend?
My sister's husband.
Okay.
And then my sister looked at me and put her hands up and I shot her. And then I walked out the room and my niece told me, "How you doing?" And I didn't want to shoot her. I didn't want her to die. So I didn't shoot her in the head. The boy I shot in the head. Then I went upstairs and I shot him in the face.
Who?
Angel. And then I came back downstairs and I walked back in my sister's room and I shot Tone again. And then I went next to my sister and I put a bullet in the back of her head.
Now, your niece, was she shot at all?
Yeah, I shot her, but I didn't want her to die.
Okay.
She's harmless, just... I wouldn't have killed her son either. But, I don't know, man. I don't know. I didn't want her to die. So I didn't shoot her in her face.
Okay.
The guy upstairs that died, he used to beat me as a kid. And he got away with it because nobody would listen to me when I used to ask for help. Nobody listened.
Who is he?
He raised me.
Angel, you said?
Yeah. He raised me. He used to beat out of me, you know, have me kneeling down on heater vents and digging holes, and he bought a snakeskin belt. I used to have to do push-ups, so he smacked me in the back of the head. He used to take toolboxes and slap me with it, throw bricks at me. The last thing was he bought a bullwhip, and that's when I ran away. So I killed him.
Martin's claims made it clear that his distorted perspective hadn't developed overnight. It was shaped by a series of events that left deep scars on his childhood. However, what detectives uncovered next was far more shocking than anything he had confessed before.
But you left the house with the gun.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna leave it there. This ain't the first time I'm killing. I got caught with the first gun on the first body. They just couldn't prove it was me.
Where was that at?
New Jersey. I gave the guy's name is Jamie Molina. I killed him on October 13, 2013, Northgate Park, broad daylight.
Why'd you do that?
He robbed me.
What was his name?
Jamie Molina.
In the past, Martin had served time for various charges, including assault, theft, and even murder. He had previously managed to escape serious consequences through clever manipulation, slipping through the cracks of the justice system with unsettling ease. As he proudly recounts these incidents, detectives were able to get a more clear understanding of his mind and its darkness. However, there is also a different side to him apart from the senseless monster he has proved himself to be.
You guys are making it harder than it needs to be. All you have to do is say I'm guilty on paper. That's it.
We're not trying to make it complicated. Mr.
Well, they
Reeves.
are. You know how many people was on that street? And then you got.
No,
you know,
we weren't over there, so we have no idea, to be
You
honest
know
with you.
what I find amazing is, if I'm in a police car and you have people walking up there that I guess they feel some type of way that I killed them. If you're really gonna do something to me, why are you standing in front of the cops? Why not just wait till the police car starts moving and shoot at it? So you want to be seen, and this is why I can't live with. People on the streets are stupid. They don't have no sense. They want to be seen. They want to be the center of attention. I don't. Just put me back in the box and forget that pill, whatever. I don't care. Whatever, however they're gonna play it. Send me back there. I don't want to be seen. I don't belong out here, man. I can't get used to this out here. They don't have no respect out here. Everything is a problem out here. If I walk too hard, it's a problem. If I don't get a job fast enough, it's a problem. You know how much I weighed when I moved to my sister's house? 320 pounds. Do I look like I'm 320 pounds, man? Because they starved me.
Martin is a man who is acutely self-aware and fully conscious of his surroundings. He explains with unsettling ease why he preferred life in prison over freedom on the streets. His straightforward confession to all his crimes began unraveling the questions that had kept detectives on edge. They finally realized that it wasn't an impulsive, senseless crime Martin committed. Rather, it was premeditated, driven by deep-seated emotions and a twisted sense of purpose. As the interrogation continued, Martin unveiled even more concerning details about his family and the source of his intense disgust toward them.
You want another piece?
No.
You good?
Yeah. Hey, listen to this, right?
Yeah.
That dude is 50 years old, right? My sister's 33.
Mm-hmm.
You're good at math. They've been together for 16 years,
So she was young.
and that would make him old. He chased my sister around all the way to Missouri at that age. So, okay, to me that's a... Alright, so recently I went into the room. I was looking for my niece. And I'm calling her name, I don't hear her, so I went into his room. And he's laying down. So he's in there, he got his hand in his pants. My niece pops her head from under the blanket. So I'm like, what are you doing? So, I was playing with daddy's phone. So I'm like, alright, that's weird. I asked my sister about, like, yo, you allow that? Like, him to have Ian in the bed like that while he's playing with himself? She's like, oh, you're thinking too much into it. So then the second time he was on the couch with her. The couch is small, man. So I told my niece, I said, yo, she was like, yeah, I was laying down with daddy. I said, what, on the couch? I said, that ain't weird to you? Cause she was like, nah. I said, okay. And then he made a comment to me one time. It was two, like, I think they was like 15 or 16 years old, girls walking, and we're driving by, and he was like, man, look at them. I'm like, man, they jitterbugs. What the f*** you talking about? Them little girls. He like, nah, they girls. I said, man, them little girls, man. You can't tell the difference between a little girl and a grown woman, dude. So, I mean, that might be part of the reason why I didn't want him alive. He already made my sister a victim of the stupidity, because you convinced her. She started calling herself stupid. And I used to be like, why you keep calling yourself stupid? Because he told you that? He molded you to say you're dumb? And then my sister wanted to tell me something the other day, and he walked in and she shut up. Because she said, you know, I don't want it. My nephew had a situation with a female. He snuck out and went to her house. Came back at 4 in the morning. So, and then my sister called the girl's mom, and the girl's mom said her daughter told him no. So I told my nephew, I said, dude, that's... And she said that, and it's true. So then my sister was sitting in the living room with me, and she was like, yeah, man, you know, I'm gonna have to send him to his dad. And then she went to say something else. He walked in, and she shut up. So I was like, yo, finish what you were saying. Like, you was great, say something. And she was like, nah. So I said, yo, did something happen? Like, did something happen between Jaden and Yana, or your husband and Jaden or something? Because when Jaden was 10 years old, Tony used to take showers with him when he was 10. And I told her that when we was in Chicago. I said, yo, I don't like that. That's a little weird to me. That's not his dad, so there's no reason why he should be in a tub with a grown man naked. Oh, don't worry about it. He's showing him how to take. Man, he's 10 years old. So that's the reason I think he's a. And I think he's been preying on kids ever since my sister. You're 50, my sister's 33. They've been together for 16 years. If nobody could do math, put it on paper. It don't add up.
Detectives were unsure if Martin was being entirely truthful. His allegations were severe, with no one left to confirm or deny them. While he seemed eager to go back to prison by justifying his actions with a series of narratives, the detectives knew they didn't need much anymore to charge him for the monstrosity he's shown. The investigation finally reached its climax with Martin Muniz's arrest following his chilling confession. Criminals desensitized to their actions often show no guilt, with their repeated offenses eroding any sense of morality. Detectives suspected Martin had been immersed in criminal activities for years, which dulled his conscience and stripped away accountability. For Martin, prison was not a punishment, but a refuge, a place where life's struggles were simplified to eating, sleeping, and existing without the burdens of earning or societal judgment. Killing 4 members of his sister's family was his ticket back to the only place that felt like home. A world where he faced no discrimination, and where, disturbingly, life felt normal to him. Martin was charged with 4 counts of aggravated murder and 1 account of attempted aggravated murder. During court hearings, prosecutor Michael C. O'Malley referred to him as a vicious mass murderer. Martin pleaded guilty on August 22, 2024, and received 4 consecutive life terms without parole. After some days, the youngest survivor was recovering from her trauma and injury. Family and friends also came to pay their respects to the victims, and they also shared their feelings towards this horrific crime. Gloria Hernandez, Angelique's best friend, expressed her feelings about losing Angelique.
She's loving, caring. She would bend over backwards for anyone that she loved. I mean, there's friends here that can testify for that.
Martin Muniz's case is a grim reminder of the darkness that grows when alienation and moral decay go unchecked. For him, prison wasn't a punishment, but a twisted refuge from a world he no longer fit into. As the justice system closes this chapter, we're left to ask, how many more like him walk the line between isolation and violence? Sometimes, the most chilling part of a crime isn't the act itself, but the motives that make it seem justified to the one committing it. What are your thoughts on this? We'd love to hear your opinions and perspectives, so let us know in the comments. For more gripping content like this, remember to like, share, and subscribe to our channel, Real Crime Psychology.